Imagine waking up one morning and finding you can't move your arms the way you want. Your feet begin to march forward, but not by your choice. It feels as if invisible strings are pulling you, guiding you to do things you would never do. You look in the mirror and see your own eyes, but it's not you who is in control. Something else is calling the shots, turning your body into its puppet. This idea may sound like a scene from a scary movie. The thought of losing all control is terrifying. Yet for many animals in the wild, this is not just a nightmare. It's their reality. Some creatures live their lives under the control of tiny, ruthless invaders. But what could possibly have such power? The answer is more surprising than you may think. The culprits are not large or strong. They are small, often invisible to the naked eye. These are parasites, nature's secret puppet masters. As we explore these stories, you may wonder, could something so small really control another creature? The answer opens the door to some of the strangest and most fascinating tales in nature. Let's pause and ask the main question. Can parasites truly take over the minds of their hosts? It seems impossible, almost like magic, yet science shows us that it is very real. Small, clever parasites have learned to hijack the bodies, and even the brains, of animals much larger than themselves. Why would a parasite do this? The answer is simple. To survive and spread. By controlling their hosts, parasites can reach new places, find food, and complete their life cycles. It's a survival trick that has been shaped by millions of years of evolution. Some parasites use chemicals to change the way their hosts think or act. Others damage the brain or muscles to force their hosts to behave in strange ways. Every method is designed to help the parasite, not the host. So, as we look closer, we find that the natural world is full of mind games. These games are played by tiny creatures trying to control much bigger animals. And the results can be both shocking and fascinating. Now, let's take a journey into this hidden world. We will meet some of nature's most famous puppet masters. Each story is real, proven by scientists who have watched these dramas play out in forests, fields, and even our own backyards. First, we will visit the rainforests, where a fungus turns ants into zombies. Then, we will travel to streams and ponds, where worms take over the minds of insects and make them leap to their doom. We'll stop to see liver flukes, a type of flatworm that tricks snails and ants into deadly games. Finally, we'll meet wasps that use other insects as living nurseries, forcing them to protect wasp babies at any cost. Why do parasites use such cruel tricks? How do they do it? And what does it mean for the animals they control? Every example is a lesson in survival, evolution, and the strange powers of nature's smallest hunters. By the end, you will see that the world around us is full of invisible battles. And sometimes the winners are not the biggest or strongest, but the cleverest. Deep in the humid forests of South America, a drama unfolds among the leaf litter. An ant, busy in its daily work, doesn't see the danger lurking nearby. A tiny spore floats through the air and lands on its back. This is the start of a horror story, one that ends with the ant losing all control. The invader is called cordyceps. It is a fungus, not a plant or animal. Its mission is simple: find an ant, take over its body, and use it to spread its own spores. The ant becomes nothing more than a puppet, its mind no longer its own. For a few days, the ant acts normal. But slowly, the fungus grows inside, eating away at muscles and brain tissue. The ant feels urges it cannot resist. It leaves its colony, climbing up a plant stem, higher and higher, until it reaches just the right spot. Here, the ant bites down hard, locking itself in place. It will never move again. The fungus now bursts out of the ant's head, releasing a shower of spores to the forest floor below. The cycle of horror begins anew. How does the cordyceps fungus control its ant host so perfectly? Well, scientists believe it uses chemicals to hijack the ant's nervous system. These chemicals act like powerful drugs, changing what the ant feels and making it do the fungus's bidding. First, the ant is forced to leave the safety of its colony. Then, it climbs to a height that is perfect for the fungus to grow and spread. It's almost as if the ant has become a robot, following orders it simply cannot understand. The ant's jaws lock onto a leaf or twig with a so-called death grip, a final act before the fungus kills it. Inside the ant, the fungus eats away at the body, using it as food. The ant is dead, but the fungus's work is not done yet. It pushes a stalk out through the ant's head. This stalk is packed with spores, tiny seeds that will infect new ants when they fall to the ground. This gruesome process is not just for show. By making the ant climb and attach itself in the right place, the fungus ensures its spores will land where other ants pass. It's a perfect example of natural selection, with the parasite fine-tuning its tricks over thousands of generations. Cordyceps is not the only parasite with mind control powers. In ponds and streams, another eerie drama takes place. Hairworms infect insects like crickets and grasshoppers. When the worm is ready to leave, it needs water. So it makes its host seek out and jump into a pond, often leading to the insect's death. The hairworm then swims away, free to start its life anew. Next, meet the liver fluke. Its life cycle is a puzzle, needing snails, ants, and even cows or sheep. When flukes infect an ant, they take over its brain. At night, the ant climbs grass and clamps down, waiting to be eaten by a grazing animal. The fluke has turned the ant into a willing snack. Then there are the parasitoid wasps. Some wasps lay their eggs inside caterpillars or spiders. The larvae eat the host from the inside, but before they finish, they release chemicals that change the host's behavior. A spider may spin a strange web to protect the wasp's cocoon, or a caterpillar may fight off other threats, even as it is being eaten alive. Each of these stories shows a different way parasites control their hosts. The methods are strange, but always clever. Each trick is designed to help the parasite survive and spread. Why do parasites go to such trouble to control their hosts? The answer is evolution. Over millions of years, only the parasites that could best spread their young survived. Some did this by making their hosts behave in new, risky ways. Others used chemical tricks or changed the way the host's body worked. For example, when a worm needs to move from a cricket to water, only those worms that could control their host's behavior survived. The same is true for flukes and wasps. Each time, natural selection favored parasites that could push their hosts into the right place at the right time. The science behind this is still being studied. We know that many parasites release special chemicals that target the brain or muscles. Some block signals in the nervous system. Others change what the host can smell or see. It's not intelligence, but a series of tiny, smart tricks built by nature. This battle between host and parasite is ongoing. Sometimes the host evolves defenses. Other times the parasite finds new ways to win. It's a never-ending arms race, played out in the shadows of the natural world. After hearing these stories, you might worry. Could a parasite ever control a human's mind? The idea is scary, but science gives us good news. No known parasite can fully control a person's actions like in ants or crickets. It's true that some parasites can influence human behavior a little. For example, the parasite Toxoplasma gondii can make mice lose their fear of cats, and some studies suggest it may change how people feel or act in small ways. but humans have much more complex brains than ants or mice. So far, no parasite can take over our bodies and make us do its bidding. Most parasites that infect people simply make us sick, causing fever or tiredness. They do not turn us into puppets. Our brains are protected by barriers and a strong immune system. We may feel unwell, but we do not lose control. So, while nature's mind controllers are real, they are not a danger to us in the same way. We can study them, be amazed by them, and learn from their strange powers, knowing we are safe, at least for now. The natural world is full of hidden dramas. Tiny parasites, unseen by most, have found ways to turn strong animals into helpless puppets. They use clever tricks, from chemicals to brain control, all to survive and spread their kind. These stories remind us how powerful evolution can be. Over millions of years, nature has produced creatures that outsmart much larger animals. The world of parasites is a dark, mysterious place, showing us just how far some beings will go to succeed. When we walk through forests, swim in lakes, or see an ant on a leaf, we rarely think about the battles happening just out of sight. Yet, these tiny puppet masters shape the lives of many creatures around us. So next time you see a humble insect or a quiet snail, remember, somewhere, a silent war may be raging inside. Nature's smallest predators are always at work, reminding us that in the wild, power often comes in the tiniest packages.